In today's video, I'm going to be creating some fall spreads in my journal, so stay tuned. Hey guys, I'm Tracy and I want to welcome you back to my channel. And yes, like I said, I'm going to be creating some journal spreads today. So before we start chatting about what I'm going to be using and exactly what I'm going to be doing, I figured I'll chat a little bit about this journal in particular. So this is not a new journal. I don't show it that much on the channel just because I haven't been in it that much. But last year I started working on this and I created an all about me journal. So there's some fun spreads in here to kind of give a snapshot of me at this particular time. So my current playlist, my besties, just random things in here. I have not been that consistent with it this year. I've been creating a few spreads here and there, and then I plan on at the end of the year filling them in. But I think I'm going to put a pause on it as far as creating any new spreads for that purpose. And in 2026, I think I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. So I think for the rest of this year, at least, I'm going to just play around in this journal. And right now, I think I want to start maybe an affirmations section. Like I said, even though I like to have journals for distinct purposes, this is kind of like an all about me journal. And I feel like affirmations can still be all about me. What I'm planning on doing, let me keep the pages open here, is basically writing affirmations in here on the day I want to journal. So whether or not I pull an affirmations card, I do have some. I do have to find them because I haven't used them. So they're like in one of my little storage bins. But pull out either a card or do a random affirmations generator on my phone or what have you. I'll write the affirmation and then I'll journal about it. Because I've been pretty good about keeping up with my 3-year journal because it's prompt based. And when I have a prompt, I can journal. If I have a blank page, I struggle. So hopefully this will kind of help along the lines of that. I can throw an affirmation on there. And then depending upon what it says, I can just write about it. Whether or not I want to write about how that affirmation pertains to me, whether something that I did in the past or something that I'm going to want to do in the future, who knows? But that's my idea. But I also want to be creative with this. So I'm going to decorate quite a few pages so I have some ready to go because I think it's going to be more fun to write in a pretty journal. And I have a lot of stickers and my planners aren't getting decorated as heavily right now. So let's use some of these things up, right? So first things first, we got to talk about what I'm going to start with because it's kind of the inspiration behind everything. This is one of Live Love Posh's newest sticker books, Fall Love. They have come out with a seasonal sticker book as well. It's called Seasonal Love, which has sets for each of the months. This one is very similar, but it's just fall. This one has been restocked, so if you missed out on it and you want to purchase it, you can check it out. The Seasonal Love sticker books are also going to be restocked as of the filming of this video. Maybe when it airs, it's already available. So if you wanted to purchase them all, you might want to wait until those come back in to get this one as well. But this is a super cute sticker book. I did a flip through of this when I first got it. There also was a sticker journaling kit and a cover and everything like that. But this is what I'm going to do today. This one, when I saw it, I'm like, this just screams self-care and I love the colors. But you see it has bed, girls in pajamas, bathtub, things like that. And I'm like, well, beans, we're starting a new affirmations journal. Let's just use this one. So because this is very purpley, maroon, stuff like that, I decided to pull all of the washi. This was the first one I pulled, which was simply Gilded. It is so pretty. I think I might have used this once. And then I kind of just went off of that to pull some other ones. So I do have some Live Love Posh thinner washi that will go with that. But then I have some thicker ones. I think this is Scotch brand or something like that. And then I have, I think, a random happy planner. And then this is also simply Gilded. I don't really know what I'm going to do yet. I know this is going to be the last page. I'm going to put this design as the anchor on the page. But there are some really cool leaves and stuff like that. And while they don't exactly mirror one another, I feel like they might be close enough where I could probably do at least one Dutch door, if not two. and do like a combo of waterfall tabs and some Dutch doors, or a Dutch door with waterfall tabs behind it. So what I'm kind of thinking, because I do want to be creative in here, and I'm not going to need like tons of space, and I only want one affirmation on each page. So that gives me a little bit of more flexibility. Okay, so the bed, I'm not going to be able to use in like a Dutch door type situation because they're both the same. The tub, I think I can because it's pretty much the same shape all the way around. I just won't cut, like cut them when I put them on. I'll keep like a pretty wide border. But let's do 1, 2, maybe 4 pages. That's what I'm thinking. Ooh, wasting washi already. Oh my goodness, what is going on? So yeah, I did a video recently where I went over all of the journals that I still had unused. So I didn't want to start a new journal though. I'm like, let's just continue it here, especially because I know that next year I'm not going to be keeping up with this just because I already have a project in mind for 2026 I'm super excited about. But because of that project, I'm not going to be using this one. So I'm like, let's just go ahead and transform it. And if 2027 I want to go back to doing all about me in here, I can just continue on with it. It's fine. I mean, this is going to kind of be talking about me, so it's fine. And I think maybe like in the new year, I might, if this is something that I enjoy doing, even if I'm not super consistent with it, I might move into a new journal starting with the new year anyway, just to kind of keep everything together. We'll see. But we still have over 3 months left this year, so I figured we'll just do this. I was very close to being on point here. This is so pretty. It's very almost celestial vibes just because of the colors. I think it's just abstract, but it's really pretty. And then it's like little stars in it. See, it's like coppery stars. All right. So I think I'm just going to start with cutting off. I think I'm going to use my paper cutter. Sometimes I just think it's a little easier to pull out the ginormous little paper cutter in this instance rather than I'm going to have to use my scissors or my blade for some of it, but we're going to use this for here. Just going to make sure it's straight. Not 100%. It's a little slanted. All right, now what do I want to do here? I feel like all right, let me I might have to go to the blade. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the blade now. I thought this one was gonna look pretty good with it. I have a lot of purples, but the purples are a little dark. Yeah, that's really, really pretty. Now what I could do here is I could keep this fairly skinny, but I could also double this up. So I could put this here. There we go. And then I could put something else like literally right beside it. But I think I'm going to decide on that in a minute because like I could always put... I like the scallops. I don't know if I like that color purple though. And I don't think I'm all like... Ooh, I don't know. Part of me is not hating this. I'm not 100% sure if Like this blue definitely doesn't match those, but I'm not mad about it. Let's just leave it for now. It just came off. So let's just leave it for now. Now I have to figure out what I want to do here. So I already know I need to cut off at least a few of them, but like a few of the boxes, cut it off just a tad. Oh, we have the moons. The moons will work. I did not even think about that. So we have the moons. We have the crescent moon, the full moon. A lot of these leaves, though, have a flat edge. What I could do is put that there. No. I'm going to go ahead and cut this page right here, because this is as far as I want it to hang out. I don't want it to hang out over that, because then that will show that. So you'll always see that no matter what's on the page. You guys, I just lost my moon sticker. Oh, no, it's not. It's right here. I'm like, oh, no. Okay, so like then I can have this like hanging out here. Or should it be up high? I think it should be up high, right? And then because the stars will also be pretty easy to replicate on the other side. I don't know that I think I'm gonna cut like this and then cut around the stars. All right, we have pumpkins. Now this one, I might have to be a little creative with when I cut, but I do like the idea of having them at the bottom. Let me see something. I think the family of pumpkins might not be a good idea. So I need maybe... That actually isn't, like they're two different size pumpkins, but because of the leaves, they aren't really that much different of a size. Let's move this over just a tad. So I might be able to sort of match that up on the other side. Now this isn't going to matter when it comes to the Dutch door, but I want pumpkins here too. I want to extend them. I just don't want those two. All right, now I think I'm going to, it's going to be a little tricky. Maybe I'll have them come in this way, because then that won't be as hard to cut around, like a stem. All right, so I'm going to slightly speed up this portion of the video just because I am only going to be putting the leaves down on the page. And again, I'm putting them in an area that I'm gonna cut on the outside of it. And as I started looking at the leaves, even the side of the leaves, the shapes are all the same. So it's not going to be that hard to cut around and then match it up on the other side, even though I do not have mirrored stickers. The way I laid them out though, is I kind of alternated between stems on the outside and stems on the inside. And I do have them all going in a downward direction. As far as cutting around them, the first take, what I do is I just kind of quickly just cut around it with the scissors just so I can better come in a little bit later and perfect some of the spots. So that's kind of what you see there. And you'll see in a moment, I go back in and do a little bit, I don't want to call it precision cutting because it's really hard to be precise with the scissors, although I didn't want to bring out my blade. but I wanted certain ones to have a sharper point, like in between the stars and then around the leaves and things, because they were sharper points there. And I felt like it looked a little bit better with those edges being sharp than with them being round. So that's kind of the general part of it. You can always use your X-Acto knife or a gyro cutter, but right now I just figured I would go with the scissors just because it's not that much intricate cutting here. Okay, I think that might be it. Let's just keep that one there for now. All right, so I need stars. So this will be easy because it's just okay. See, these pretty much match up. I'll just have to do some trimming of the clear, but it's fine. I cut it before so that way I can kind of see where to put the stuff, because if I didn't cut it beforehand, I'll just, have no idea where to put these leaves. That's a little closer than the other one, but that's fine. All right, what's next? And then we have the blue and yellow, maybe blue and red. There we go. And then we have, okay. There we go. And now just the pumpkins. And which ones did I use again? The two. There we go. It's going to pretty much be spot on. So that was not hard at all. Like I said, now I just have to trim off the extra like clear part of the sticker, the border. But other than that, everything pretty much lined up. So that was not as hard as I thought it was going to be to match everything up. All right, so now that I have this, I don't know if I want this behind there. Doesn't look bad though, does it? I just like the way the scalloped edges are for like the last of it. I think that looks pretty darn cool. I guess it's enough of a contrast that you can still kind of see it. So I'm kind of liking it. The only thing is some of it, like right here, you can kind of see a little bit peeking through just right there where the star is. But I think that's fine. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and trim it. I think I'm going to roll with that as long as it stays put. So what I usually do is then I come over here and I start mimicking what I did. Oh my gosh. Look, I try to put my nameplate up there. I'm knocking it down. I try to mimic it all over here so that way it kind of mirrors it. So this is where I do like the faux waterfall tabs, and I know you guys can't even see it, but I'll like pretty much just put one beside the other on this first page. I think, yeah, I do. I did use washi that I have plenty of, so I should not run out. But I'll try to do it all over here. There we go. And then it's this one. Then it's, where's it at? Then it's this one. And then we have this one. Okay. So there we go there. Then I come here. And I'm not going to do the scalloped washi over here. I'm just going to do this. And then I'm going to flip there. Okay, so again, I'm not doing the scalloped everywhere. I'm just doing the scalloped at the beginning. But I do like having the double washi there. So right here, you could still see some of that. I don't mind the moon as much. I could probably even, hold up. I have a solution. I have a solution, guys. So I don't like how that's hanging out because I didn't do like, I only did one Dutch door and the rest waterfall tabs. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use this moon, kind of line it up. This one has stars with it, but then I'm going to cut it. So that way when it's like that, it looks like a full moon. Like, I mean, like, look, isn't that kind of cool? I think I cut that crooked. I don't know. But I like that. I think that looks kind of cool. And then I'll do the same here. I'll put like something hanging over so you can kind of see it doesn't look so like out of place. So this, I think I would just take the washi off and up. Like right there. All right, guys, so let's take a look at how this like waterfall tab Dutch door looks. I feel like a part of me needs something else. I don't know. Let's actually just fold that over. Let's just fold that over because that way I don't have to do anything. Okay, I like that. I think it fills it in pretty nicely. I have one more star. I actually have a couple more stars, but I want this blue star. But somehow or another, I tore the paper. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Now let's finish this page. I'm gonna have to pull some boxes. All right, guys, there we go. So this is the back page. So you can still see how you can see this pretty washi here. So it looks the same. It's very similar on both sides. Obviously, you can't see as much as you can see here from the washi, but it's fine. I was so glad to remember to use the half circles. I forget to use these. I will cut a circle in half all day, every day, but forget to use the half circles. Usually I would put like washi down here to act as like a base or a rug, but with the washi going down the sides, I'm like, we're not going to do that today. All right, here we go here with like the bathtub and stuff. I wish I could put something there, but I just feel like it's going to be too hard. So we're just going to leave it. And then here we go for this one. So this is where you start to see the Dutch door. I didn't want to do multiples just because I don't know if I would have had enough to even like layer it. I might have been able to do some more leaves, just like a few of them to hang out. But that's okay. Maybe next time when we do another fall one. But here we go here. So you can kind of see, I think it looks really, really pretty. So the big ones, all of the big shapes, that's where I'm going to put the actual affirmation that I'm going to get, like I said, either off a card or off my phone. The really small ones are going to be where I'll probably write the date, so I just know what day I wrote it. And then the other ones are just there for aesthetic reasons, so I will write in them. I just don't know what yet. This will be my first time doing an affirmation journal, so I got to figure out how I'm going to use it, what I'm going to write, how I'm going to write, and just kind of go with the flow. So like, I'm not going to do another setup in here until after I start utilizing this, so then I can better figure out what my needs are when it comes to this journal. So there we go, guys. I do hope you enjoyed this video. As a reminder, I did pull all my stickers from Fall Love by Live Love Posh. This one should still be available, and my discount code AGWP10 will save you 10%. I did get all of my box stickers from MojoJoJo. I did monthly jewel toned boxes, regular monthly boxes, and jewel toned shapes. These are all gone. They're all sold out, but yeah, they were fun to use. And then the washi came from various places: Simply Gilded, Scotch, Simply Gilded, and then the thin one was Happy Planner. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, I hope you will hit that thumbs up button. And if you have yet to subscribe, I hope you would also consider subscribing to my channel. That's all I have for now, guys. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.